I've got the Monday night blues. Oh, I just got my notification by YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Much appreciated. Monday Night Blues. Rudy Ayerta with autism. Homestead says, I'm sorry you have autism, Rudy. How'd you find out about my channel? I've never seen you before. I got the blues, man. I got the Monday night blues. Rudy, how'd you find out about my channel? What you got? My birthday is August 8th. ¿Se habla español? Poquito español. I'm a fan of it. I don't know about Latoya. Wow. Let's see. Joined October 29, 2015. All right. Cool. I don't think I've ever seen you before. You have autism? I'm sorry. It's 6:19 here. Where are you at, Rudy? I've never seen you before. What the heck is going on? I really am depressed. Just a little bit. Oh. It happens to be someone. Oh, never mind. Someone rat finked me out in this place. That's another reason why I'm depressed. 7:16. What does that mean? I got 6:20 now. Rudy. Do you know Rudy Ireta with Autism Homestead 7:16? Sorry you have autism. That sucks. I don't know not I don't know much about autism. Sorry you have it though. What the Rain Man was autistic. The Rain Man, that movie, The Rain Man, he had autism. He was highly gifted autism. Monday Night Blues live panel. That would give me the blues five. I don't know if I don't have that. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little down. It's probably something I'm thinking. I can't put my finger on it. You're the only one in here. Wow. Oh, that's totally different from what I'm used to. Monday Night Blues live panel. What the bloody flip is going on? One. And this is 6:22 here. Oh, 5:22 in Los Angeles, but I could be having more people. That's another thing that's depressing. I'm not getting traffic. I don't know why. I've got to check something. I got to check something out here. I'm gonna do that now. Check. I'm checking it out. Hmm. Oh, excuse me. Where am I? What's this one? Radiohead. Creep. Hmm. Interesting. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Creeping up slowly but surely. Good morning panel got me 103. Wow. That was this morning, wasn't it? Monday Night Blues. I wish I could listen to the blues right now, but I don't want to get demonetized just on playing a stupid blues music song. It does sound good. Oops. Did I mess up on that or what? Oh man. Darn it. Let me see what I can do. In my channel. Let's put it back up there. Okay. Top chat. Top chat. Top chat. Top chat. Top chat. I went to Subway, got me a sub sandwich. So that was all right. I don't know how the snooty guy found me. They're not chatting. I don't know, but they have autism. Wonder if that's true. Jerosa Records. What's that? Two more links. Hmm. Yeah, Facebook. That's it. Facebook, YouTube. Started in 2015. 4,314 videos. Wow. You're a video editor. I need a video editor. Wow. Okay. Rudy Ireta with Autism Homestead. I still don't know what that means. And they didn't expound. They like left. I don't understand it. Hmm. Oh. My good morning panel got 103. Wow. 81 views. Not too shabby, really. Interesting. Very interesting. Channel dashboard. Okay. My connection's bad. Ticks me off. I can't believe my connections are bad. What the bloody flip is going on? Nobody's here. 6 watching and nobody's here. It's because I'm depressed. I'll snap out of it. I'll snap out of it. I got 10 likes. Wow. 10 more likes and I'll get 20. Click that like button. Don't forget. All right. What do we got? 5 watching now. What? Anything in the news? Let's see. Checking news. Uh, I can't find any news. No news is good news, I guess. But what do we got here? Okay, here we got some news. ABC Channel 7, Los Angeles. Judge blocks release of records that show bodies of Gene Hackman and wife. Wow. ABC Channel 7 in Los Angeles. Anything else? Ugh. I'm tired. Went to Walmart, got me a Subway sandwich. I think that's it. Not newsworthy. KSL News station in Salt Lake City, Utah. 16-year-old ejected, killed in suspected DUI. Man, that's not good. Don't drink and drive. Kill someone. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. So I'm tired. Not getting the interaction I need. When it rains, it pours. And when it doesn't rain, it doesn't pour. I got 5 watching. Who else is watching this? I must have yawned like 20 times today. 30. I don't know. Really tired. And I don't know why this guy left this message, and that was it. I hightailed out of there. Maybe it's best. Rudy, where are you? Oh, Rudy. Oh, there's Lucky Chucky. Red shirt. Yep, I got red shirt. Red shirt. Hey, Lucky Chucky. Squabob. Today is Seward's Folly Day, when the U.S. bought Alaska for $7.2 million. What a steal, huh? And what are they paying Otani? What are the Dodgers paying Otani? 700 million. Gosh, what a steal! Now we need to steal Greenland. Squabob SquarePants is in the house. Lucky Chucky says, red shirt, screen pants. Hey, no more PLO. Yeah, no more PLO. They haven't even come here yet, the PLO. Rishi was PLO. Rishi Washi definitely was PLO. Hello, little Linda. Any high-speed chases today? I didn't see none. I'm not in Los Angeles. 'Tis rainy here. Lucky Chucky. It's raining where you're at. Wow. Oh man, I'm so sleepy and tired. Rain hasn't hit us yet. Oh, you're lucky. That's gonna. You you haven't had rain where you're at. Mm-hmm. It's rainy where Lucky Chucky is. He's in Maryland. Little no chases. Did you see the truck chase on Friday? Yeah. Mikey, when it crashed into the parking lot. Yep, I saw that. I guess the mm, I saw the truck chase, but I saw it Friday night. I saw it on the replay. Mets keep hitting home run after home run. That was a good chase, yeah. Nice and long. Just how I like them. Big Chief, hello. Big Chief. Do you remember the song? Wow, so lucky. Easy. Big Chief. Okay. Hmm. This is my constitutional rights. Uh, hmm. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Hey, Natalie, so soon. Oh, I thought he was texting on his phone. No. Hey, Lisa Kruger. Did Michael go live to take a nap? Yeah. How did she know? Anyways, hello, everyone. Hello, Lisa Kruger. Glad you're here. Guess I'll hit the like. Yeah, please. See you later, all. You got to leave, Lisa Kruger. I channeled you in here. I channeled. Remember my channeling, Natalie? So you remember my channeling, right? I channeled her in here. What can I say? I channeled. I did. I'm not kidding you. I channeled you in here, Lisa Kruger. And now she's leaving. She left. Damn it. Oh, you are good at channeling. Yes, I'm the best. What? Mormons crashed the evangelical conference. What's up with that? It's conference next weekend. I know that. Good to see you happy. I'm happy as a clam. But did Lisa Kruger see me or not? Did Michael go live to take a nap? I should have. I'm tired, but I said I'm going to push myself to go. Hit my like button now, Lisa. I am a happy camper. No, I'm a happy and a blues. Oh, I got 13 likes. Never mind. 13 likes. What time do you usually wake up? It woke me up at like 8:30 this morning. I said, "Hi, you got a happy surprise of pills." Um, Happy Monday, everyone. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thank you. And you still eat 2 eggs or bacon? Yep. Still haven't changed that up yet. Dude, I miss Lisa Kruger. Tell her to get back in here. Lisa Kruger, get back in here. I'll tumble. Tell her I'll. Now Lisa, tell her I'll tumble for her. I saw your sister. She's doing Joseph Smithers. Why she does that, I'll never know. Every day, every single day, without fail. Here, Lisa, thank you. We got to channel Lisa back in here. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Dude. What? 30 minutes into this thing? Wow. Lisa, Judge Maddie, stay away from my Lisa. Monday Night Blues. It's really Monday? Wow. Cat. Yeah, go channel Cat in there. I haven't seen her all year. I haven't seen her this year. We're already in March, April. Lots of Lisas in here. Oh yeah, not Lisa. Who's Lisa? No, I'm not channeling it. I channeled you earlier. Judge Matthew, what's up, dude? Now, Lisa, how's it going? Ah, oh, dude. I'm getting longer hair now. I love it. Lisa Marie Presley. Where is she at? Lisa Marie, where you at? Lisa Marie. You are Natalisa Marie? Natalisa Marie Provo. No, Sky. Natalisa, good to see you, man. Oh, man. I can't take it. Natalisa, Mike, you know my name isn't Natalisa, right? Danielle's here. On my way home, just wanted to say hello. You're in Florida still, right? Danielle. Ah, sweet Danielle. I know. She's awesome. Um, yes. Oh, Natalisa Osuna is your name. Osuna Aleda. And Danielle is here from Florida. Oh, man. I'm so tired. I kept thinking today is Friday. I wish it was. I don't even remember how you came up with Osuna. I don't even. It just sounded right. Because you're from Portugal. You speak Portuguese. What? Huh. Interesting. The police chase? I don't see a police chase. Portland Annie's reporting a police chase. I met that guy. It's pretty cool, dude. You're tired because you're up streaming at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, that's true too. And I went to Walmart and Subway. Lucky Chucky met a woman that's Portuguese from Portugal. She's crazy and believe it, Chucky to find a crazy woman. Portuguese women have tempers, all of them. Yikes. I'm not looking for a Portuguese woman. I don't I don't want their temperament. Hmm. Ellie said, please don't answer that question. So stupid. You would like it. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. Let's put it that way. Still Molly. Dude, I'm not looking for a Mexican chick. It's so way off at Lucky Chucky. Yeah, he's definitely a doofus, and he's not innocent. I don't have my headphones on. My ears. He thinks I have headphones on. Live chase. What channel? Who's got it? I want to cover it. Where is it, little Linda? I don't have to watch this diatribe that Lucky Chucky's doing. What channel? Who's got it, Linda? Linda, please bail me out. Live police chase has it. Really? Let's see. Where are we? Oh yeah, live police chase. Okay, we're gonna channel that in here. Oh yeah. I don't hear nothing. Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta share it. We're sharing police chase. We're sharing this right now. We're gonna watch police chase. Forget Lucky Chucky's diatribe. I'm watching police chase right now. Here you go. Can you see it? Oh wait, it's not there.
Person's relationship is in this is because we were working on confirming if the person is actually a kidnapping victim. But that is what we're hearing at this point is that the passenger in all of this is not in the car because they want to be, and they may be a victim in all of this possible kidnapping. Unknown age of that person or gender, or how long it is that they've been in the vehicle with this person. But again, it's a pursuit that we first heard about when we were back at Whiteman. It takes us about 45 minutes to get out here, and it's still going on. But now on the freeway here, southbound 215 freeway at the 60. It changes the
Finally, a
cycle in the sense is
chase.
that they're not going to do something like a pit maneuver because they don't want that other person to get hurt. And in most circumstances, that's at least how they were treated. But also going to be going to try to be as careful as possible when this pursuit does come to an end because you don't know if that person is going to be held hostage by that driver. Again, what we're hearing is that they are possibly a kidnapping victim. Unknown what their relationship is, if this is some sort of domestic issue or if this is a father and child. That is unknown to us at this time. Just very preliminary information. But again, it started as a vehicle code violation, apparently, that somehow came to light that it was also a situation where the passenger is a kidnapping victim in all of this. Yeah, so widening out of here because it is a little bit easier for me to follow on this stretch. And now that we're in a little less traffic and those units are behind him now, I see at least three marked units here behind this vehicle continuing to make its way southbound on the 215 freeway here, coming through Riverside, where we're coming up to March Air Force Base. So I see that out the left side of the helicopter here. This stretch of the freeway is wide open for now. But I am seeing that as you approach March Air Force Base, the traffic really does slow down significantly. So let's see what this person does. We know he's not afraid to use the emergency lane if he has to get back to get by some of that slower moving traffic. But for now, he's smooth sailing, but that traffic is coming up here very soon. Yeah, really dark tan.
Oh, I gotta fix this.
He talks during it. So the guy doesn't.
In the emergency lane. This is exactly what I was worried about because of that slower moving traffic. Maybe he'll exit. That is a possibility. He's not afraid to drive on surface streets. He was on surface streets for most of this pursuit so far before jumping on this 215 freeway just as we came overhead. But for now, he's using that emergency lane to get by. I never like it when they do that because I just think about somebody with a flat tire, somebody whose car has been disabled. That's where you would be. And then you have this guy coming at you at freeway speeds. Can they stop in time? Hopefully, but you never know. For now, continuing right by the base, 215 South at Van Buren.
Oh, wow. Little Linda, I see you.
Yeah, at this point, it's unknown to me if they've been able to get any information back on this person. As far as we know, the car is not stolen. So if it's not stolen and it's got the proper plates, then they'll be able to run the plates, get the registration information, and they can kind of figure out who may be driving. I am hearing it on the scanner right now. I heard CHP talking about it. They did say this started off as a vehicle code violation, so exactly what we were thinking. And then somehow it came to light that there's also a possible victim in all of this, a possible kidnapping victim. What the relationship is, what the age and gender of that victim is unknown to us. But from what I could tell, when we could see the driver, he does look like an adult male, wearing a bright blue shirt that is now driving here in the center divider to get past some slower moving traffic on the southbound 215 freeway right by the base.
Wow. It's going over to March Air Force Base. Wow. Can you hear me, guys, or not? Let me know, Lunky Chunky, if you can hear me. It's a Jaguar. Doesn't look like one. It's like a Toyota or
One thing they're always considering is safety. So the safety of the general public, obviously the safety of the people inside of the vehicle, the safety of the officers. So if this gets to a point where it's no longer safe for them to continue to chase this guy, then what they can do is just pull the units off and have the airships follow only, and in hopes that perhaps the driver will think he's no longer in a pursuit and will simply pull over, pull into a parking structure, go home, just to get him off the road where he's obviously a danger to everyone on this roadway. Driving in, this isn't the carpool lane. I know it looks like it, but it's not. It's the center divider. If you were broken down, this is probably where you'd be. And he's driving at over freeway speeds, about 80 miles an hour here, southbound on the 215 freeway, coming up to almost Lake Matthews. So we are a long ways from our home base at Whiteman Airport, and this pursuit has been going on now for, from what we know, at least 1 hour.
wow. 80 miles, not quite 80.
Yeah, it was San Bernardino. It was very close to the interchange of the 215 and the 210 freeways. He was on surface streets in that area for quite some time. I'd say at least 30 to 40 minutes, just kind of circling, going in the neighborhood in circles is really the best way to describe it. So that leads me to believe that it's likely an area that he's familiar with. But then at some point, he decided he was going to try the freeway route. So he did jump on the freeways, and that's essentially where we picked him up when we got overhead. Was right when he had gotten on the freeway. So he was southbound 215 at the time. There was two airships overhead at the time, San Bernardino as well as Riverside. And again, if this gets to be so dangerous to the point where they can't follow with units anymore, then it's going to be up to those helicopters to continue to follow this guy until they see this come to an end. But for now, freeway speeds here coming into Paris. that is something that they're starting to talk about, and I'm going to push in on the lead unit here so you can see it's actually a police unit. I think it's San Bernardino Police since they were the original agency, but CHP is being advised. That's who I'm hearing here on their frequency. So they're talking about it, and as you were saying, because this is on the freeway, it would be best suited for the California Highway Patrol to take over the chase. They are the police of our freeways here in California, so they're just going to be able to handle this a little bit better than police units that are outside of the jurisdiction, because eventually those radios for those police units are going to start getting scratchy. They're going to stop working. They've been on this for quite some time. They can start running out of fuel. But if you have these fresh CHP units that can pretty much take over at any point and can continue to swap out with each other as we make our way down whatever freeway, they really will be the best suited to follow this police pursuit. For now, continuing to be what I believe to be San Bernardino Police here, southbound on the 215 freeway, coming up to the Ramona Expressway here in Paris. Their options are spike strips, so that's one thing we haven't talked about. So they could deploy some spike strips. They would just have to figure out what way is this guy going, what lane is he going to be in. Right now, he's actually kind of predictable because he is on the southbound 215. He's been on it for quite some time, so it might be a situation where CHP could get up ahead and lay down some spike strips. They do have their favorite locations where they like to do this along the freeway. We won't mention that at this point because just in case the person's monitoring our broadcast, we wouldn't want to give that away. But it is a situation where perhaps they'll be able to lay some spike strips up ahead, get those those tires to start deflating. Usually it doesn't stop the car immediately, but eventually those tires do get flat. Sometimes they just fall off, and that could bring things to an end. In terms of pit, they probably won't try it just because of the possibility that there could be a victim inside. Yeah, so you saw those units that were kind of staging there off to the side. So some of those units can actually swap out with police units that have already been on this for over an hour. So things like getting low on fuel, for example, or situations where they would swap places. And another thing that we want to mention, as you were just asking, is the traffic. I'm looking up ahead as far as I can see, and at this point, I don't see anything in the way of traffic for quite some time. I really, I want to say all the way to Temecula. So it looks like where we get to the 15 merge with the 215 there in Murrieta, then it becomes the 15. The 215 actually comes to an end. And then once we're past that point, I do see a little bit of slowdown headed north, but not headed south. So if this guy just stays south, then he's not going to really encounter any traffic until he gets all the way to the Mexican border. So hopefully we're not going that far, but he does have a completely open freeway up ahead. That's an excellent question, Colleen. And at this point, we're not exactly sure. But if if the victim, for example, does have a cell phone and maybe they were able to shoot off a text or something, or potentially make a phone call to 911, that could be how it is that they know that this person potentially has a victim inside. But at this point, that part is still unclear. It's also unclear what the relationship may be. Was this a random kidnapping where they picked the person up from the street, or is this somebody they know, a relative or a domestic partner or even a child? So that part is still unclear to me at this time. But I continue to hear the chase on CHP. I can only assume that they're going to take over at some point. Perhaps we'll be able to get a little bit more information once I can hear it on their frequency. The chase, though, continues southbound on the 215 freeway, now in Paris. And again, the 215 is going to come to an end here very soon when we get to Murrieta. It becomes the 15. And then from there, smooth sailing as far as we can see all the way down to the Mexican border. Michael, I don't know if you saw that when I widened out the shot really wide. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm seeing at least what looks like 7 units of law enforcement now behind this vehicle. So that really tells you something. This is clearly someone that did more than just a vehicle code violation, which is literally a minor infraction. Most of the time, they would just let somebody go for something like that. So as far as we can tell, this is somebody who they clearly want to take into custody. Again, a possible kidnapping suspect is what we're hearing, and the victim may still be in the car from just the very preliminary information that we're getting on this one. But again, they're going to continue to follow this guy. They can try some spike strips. They're not going to try anything too dramatic, especially if that victim is inside. So the car may actually run out of gas at some point too. So that's another option that law enforcement has. And when it does, then you'll have what looks to be about at least half a dozen officers. They're going to be at the ready to take this person into custody, and if the victim is still inside, to get that person to safety. Still unknown, Colleen, but that really changes things. If they know that he's armed, that's really going to change the way that they approach the suspect when all things are said and done. Pit maneuver, we didn't really think they were going to try one anyway because of the victim being inside. But usually, when a suspect is armed, they won't do it either because if they were to pit the car and then it ends up nose to nose with a patrol unit, that could endanger the life of that officer. So they wouldn't try it in that situation either. So at this point, it's unknown to us if the person is armed. But it does lead you to question, well, how did they get that victim in the car? So it is a possibility. Again, at this point, all options are on the table. Yeah, oftentimes that's what they'll do. They'll get in touch with their families. I know mothers often will be the first ones to call in these types of situations, and they try to convince their child, their son or daughter, to give up. And sometimes that works, and sometimes that's all the suspect really wants is just to hear the voice of a family member one more time before they do surrender. So we see that time and time again. So that is a possibility. Of course, nowadays everybody has a cell phone, so it is very easy to get in touch with this person. And if law enforcement knows who they're dealing with, then a 911 dispatcher can actually call the suspect as well. They can get a crisis negotiator on the phone. They can get a loved one on the phone. So they do have some options if that person is willing to.
Menifee, estamos viendo, pero no podemos observar
on the phone. So they do have some options if that person is willing to talk to law enforcement over the phone. Of course, these units are also equipped with loudspeakers. They can make announcements. We've got the helicopters overhead that can also make announcements when the vehicle comes to a stop.
Ileana,
go ahead, Colleen.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what were those two cars on the shoulder of the road there? Were those officers in unmarked cars, or were those people just broken down?
I actually didn't get a good look at them, Colleen, but we did notice earlier that there were patrol units that were staging there on the sides of the freeway, ready to jump in the pursuit. But I think some people are just pulling over. I just saw that one truck, that silver truck, pull over. So that's exactly what you want to do, actually, in these types of situations. If you see a police pursuit coming your way, the best thing you can do is to, when it's safe to do so, move over to the right, let the pursuit go by, and then join the freeway yet again when it is safe. A lot of times, unfortunately, we see situations where people try to be heroes. They think they're going to help law enforcement. They think they're going to help box the guy in or help him slow down. That is not what you want to do, especially in a situation where you don't know if this person is potentially armed. Not only are you putting your life in danger, but the lives of the officers in danger as well.
All right, so Eliana live for us in a news chart before. Again, 215 southbound, this car we have been tracking for well over 15, 20 minutes at this point. We see a number of units behind. And Colleen, as you mentioned, and I'll mention it again, the tactics of these officers, at least the proximity seems to be a lot closer than it was before. So again, makes you wonder, as Eliana mentioned, this more than just a code violation on the vehicle. There's perhaps something more serious going on here, with preliminary reports that there might be a kidnapping victim in the car with the suspect.
All right, as we continue to watch this, as you point out, Michael, the 215 coming up on Menifee, then we go through Temecula. The traffic is really thinned out here. And I really want to ask Ileana when we get an opportunity to about the spike strips. Obviously, at this speed, with someone in the car, we wouldn't necessarily see a pit maneuver. But we have with us someone on the phone right now. Bill, are you with us?
I'm here, Colleen.
All right. Can you give me your last name? You are a retired CHP officer?
Retired Sergeant Bill Preciado here, Colleen.
Oh, okay. Know the name? Thank you for joining us. So talk to us about what happens with spike strips. How do you do this on a freeway when you've got other traffic?
Well, I think Ilana referred to that earlier, is sometimes a lot of areas have their strategic locations where they want to deploy the spike strips. On the freeway, it would be optimal because it's one direction, but it's got to be specific, and the safety for the officers, there has to be surrounding cover because that spike strip does deploy across 1.5 lanes, and they have to just time it accordingly and coordinate with the units. As of right now, I believe San Bernardino PD is still the leading units here. I don't see CHP getting involved, although I've seen them on the shoulder, but that is the normal protocol. They will call for CHP assistance. Once CHP takes over, they can more easily coordinate when a spike strip, if they decide to use that, to be deployed.
Wouldn't a spike strip automatically be deployed whether they were the lead or not, just in assisting and aiding with the chase?
You would think so, but coordinate the communication, like Eliana alluded to earlier. Sometimes the municipalities, their radio frequencies do not transmit as easily once they get outside of their jurisdiction, and thus makes it harder for the communication to take place between either the allied agencies or their own dispatch center. So it's optimal that the agency would hand it over to the CHP so that they can coordinate more efficiently with the ground units that are going to deploy that spike strip.
Bill, as you look at this right now and you see the units behind, you know, you've got air units, you see you've got wide open freeway. What's the best course of action?
Well, right now we got a couple of things working in law enforcement's favor. It's very, very light traffic. They're heading southbound. It hopefully continues in this manner until the individual. At this point, we're relying on what the individual is going to do. Right now, they're staying in one lane. The speeds are between 75 to 80 miles an hour, and they're not going in and out of traffic, which is good for both the officers and the fleeing suspect, and reduces the safety factor for the motoring public around them. So right now, it's a wait and see what they're going to do. Of course, coordinating with ground units and the air unit to see if he does get off the freeway to coordinate in the event that the person does take foot bail.
Preliminary reports here say that there possibly might be a kidnapping victim inside. How does that change an officer's tactics on how this is handled and resolution?
Yeah, that definitely changes the whole dynamic because of the apparent victim that may be within the vehicle. So you're not only, as a law enforcement agency, you're thinking about the motoring public, but you're thinking about the victim inside. And more than likely, I think you mentioned throughout the broadcast that it's possibly someone that they know, maybe a domestic violence issue. We don't think that the responding units are obviously keeping at the forethought while they're making the decisions. And there's always going to be a sergeant making the calls, whether to continue or back off or coordinate the ground units with allied agencies or their own units to coordinate in the event of a standoff or an eventual foot pursuit.
Bill, you're looking, he's in Murrieta right now. As you pointed out, he's not really going much faster than the speed of traffic out there, anywhere from 65 to 75. You've got Temecula coming up, then San Diego County. What happens then?
Well, the benefit with the CHP is that we've got divisions. Actually, CHP's got divisions throughout the state. There's 8 divisions. So this would be their border division, which goes all the way to the Mexican border. So they are coordinated. At some point, if it gets to that point, and we've seen this in the past where it gets close to the Mexican border, they do coordinate with the Mexican officials if, in fact, it gets to that point. And they would assist in that way, but the units would not cross into or across the border if it gets to that point. They would coordinate just with the units on the other side of the border. But right now, I would say at some point they're going to have to turn it over to the CHP if this is still San Bernardino PD in the pursuit at some point, just for officer safety issues and radio communication issues.
You know, Bill, I was just going to ask you that on the topic of CHP and the handoff. Are you surprised they haven't done the handoff already?
You know what? We leave it up to the initiating agency, and as we know, this has been going over an hour and initiated in the San Bernardino area, so they've got the call on the particular incident. Why it hasn't been done up to this point, because we are quite a bit away from the San Bernardino County line. So at some point, the sergeant or the agency is going to have to make the call. And in this case, the CHP would assist, and of course, obviously, they would turn over the body to the initiating agency just for uniformity and filing purposes for the court jurisdictions and so forth.
Bill, as we look at the tight shot from News Chopper 4 here, I can't help but notice we're passing through some residential areas. Would it be normal for police in that jurisdiction or any kind of law enforcement to stop traffic from getting on the freeways there?
Oh, definitely, yes. All the allied agencies have been notified. CHP does notify all municipalities as the pursuits are going into it for this very same reason. So they can coordinate either holding the traffic getting onto the freeway southbound, or just to be ready in the event that they do exit and we need assistance on the surface streets.
Bill, talk about the benefits at this point. CHP, San Bernardino Police, they have what on their side, at least right now, with this driver?
Well, the first and foremost thing is that traffic is very light. The speeds are, you would say, actually normal freeway speeds, right? 70 to 80 miles an hour, what we're seeing out there. He's not erratic. The driver's not driving erratically, using all lanes, or at some point they were using the emergency lane where traffic was a little more congested, and that is of concern to the pursuing units. But in this case, it's pretty wide open. I think the wait and see tactic is probably going to be the most beneficial for the responding agency. And at this point, one of two things: either a spike strip up ahead where it's pre-coordinated, or where the individual eventually does, and we've seen this case in other pursuits, where they run out of gas and start slowing down. So that may be one of the things that may happen in this case.
Let's talk about that running out of gas, because he's been driving for quite a while. We believe the make and model on this is an older model Jaguar. How long could something like this go without having issues with fuel?
Yeah, that's one of the things that we all take into consideration as well. But as we know, these vehicles can go quite a distance. We don't know where this individual started, whether it was a full tank or half a tank or quarter tank left. But the officers do maintain visual contact with these vehicles. Sometimes they'll see smoke coming out of the vehicle because these vehicles aren't used to driving at such a high rate of speed at continuous, in this case, over an hour, whereas the patrol vehicles are maintained regularly, and they're outfitted so that they can endure high-speed chases for extended periods of time. So in this case, it's just a visual observation on that primary unit, which is the first one. The second one's usually going to be calling out the location. The first one's job is just to maintain visual contact and maintain close proximity without endangering any other civilian lives around that vehicle.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he just made the transition from the 215 now to the 15 freeway. Again, it was a two-lane road to get to that to the 15. But again, tactics remain the same. What you're seeing here with San Bernardino Police in terms of distance from the driver seems adequate at this point, based on the circumstances. Yes, definitely.
That's within a safe distance. Each agency has their policies and procedures. In this case, if those are all San Bernardino PD officers, there's, I believe, 3 or 5 that we just saw on the camera. But that would be normal protocol for most agencies to continue pursuing at a safe distance with air unit support above, which I believe there still may be either CHP or the local sheriff department may be assisting with an air operation.
Bill, we understand the driver is a male and he may have a passenger. I'm not sure how we've come by that information, but we're trying to confirm there may be a passenger who's in a car being held against their will. How does that change the nature of what you do in a chase like this?
Well, in a lot of instances, the tactics that they can use, such as a pit maneuver, is probably not going to be an option at this point because of the innocent person or quote unquote innocent person that's in there, possible kidnapping victim. So that limits one of the tools that the pursuing agency can possibly use. And then some agencies don't teach pit maneuvers, so that's another option as well. I don't know if San Bernardino is open to using a pit maneuver. I know the CHP does, and we've seen it in past pursuits. So that's at the forefront is the safety of the individual. And of course, this is all second information coming from, it went to the dispatch center and it gets out to the responding unit that it could be a possible kidnapping since there's two people in there. So those officers are going to have to take that into consideration, even in the event that it comes to a standoff situation where they're stopped, eventually run out of gas, or they decide to stop. They're going to take the individuals out one at a time until it is completely clarified. They will probably put those people in handcuffs until it's determined completely what exactly was going on.
All right, retired Sergeant Bill Preciado, thanks so much for your expertise on this. As we mentioned, he's in Temecula right now. We're going to keep an eye on this situation, bring you more as we get it.
All right, living in LA County is about to get more expensive.
Los policías o de las autoridades locales del condado de San Diego una vez que ya estén allí en esa área. Estamos viendo que baja un poco la velocidad, va a 57 millas por hora. Hace algunos instantes veíamos cómo iba a 117 millas por hora, pero estaremos muy atentos de lo que ocurra con esta persecución policial y
Oh, finally the Spanish is gone. Gee. They're not covering it anymore? What's the deal? Oh, man, that's it. Darn it. Darn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sarah, you can
here we
turn
go.
around. We can go home.
We can go home. No, don't go home.
And
Yeesh.
for those of you watching us online, we of course thank you for your viewership. I hate to have to leave it like this without us knowing the final termination here, but we're going to continue to keep tabs on this one and make calls to our friends down in San Diego. The pursuit is headed their way. We're just at the 15 freeway at Temecula Parkway. You see all of the units here in pursuit, still very active in pursuit behind this guy, but we've come to a situation where we are experiencing some low clouds here, so we are going to be U-turning back to base. We of course are going to have an update for you on this pursuit on our later newscast. We have a newscast coming up at 7 and one at 11, so we hope to be able to have an update for you then, and of course always on NBCLA.com and all of our streaming platforms. Once again, from News Chapter 4, I'm Eliana Moreno alongside my pilot Sarah Garbetian. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
That's lame. That was a good, nice, long pursuit. Dang it. Oh, dude. All that for nothing. God. So maybe someone else has it. Let's see. How do I get it? Oh, dude, Tapatio's Copwood. I bet Michael fell asleep. No, I didn't. Where is it? How do I get up there? Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? Hello? They stopped the pursuit. Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you or can you not hear me? Darn. Oh, wait. See, how do I get myself into this? There we go. Can you hear and see me? Okay, good. Almost got out of there. The chase is over, right? Anybody carrying it? Channel 4 left. Is anyone else covering the high speed chase? Let me see if Ochoa's got it. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. What channel are they watching? Here we go. It? Dang. Channel 2 covering it. This is again. No, not there. That's not it. He's out. It's all over with. Crap. It's over with. Everything's over with. That was a long chase. A long chase. Chase is over. Yeah, I didn't see anyone streaming it either. Darn. I think Smoke and Scan had the old version of it. Thunder. Jason, I wanted to see what the ending was on that. They always poop it out. 6:34 in Southern California. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm sleepy. Oh, dude. Got 20 likes in, so that's good. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.